Simmers, it's Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Sims 4 speed build. So today we're building a desert house. We're building in Oasis Springs and I believe this is a 30 by 20 lot. It's pretty small, but I wanted this house to be small. And this is kind of a dreamscape style house to me. As usual, it was inspired by a picture that I saw on Pinterest, so I'm going to go on and put that picture on the screen now where you guys can kind of see what I was going for. But basically, this isn't a real house or anything, of course. This is like an architectural design, I think. It's like a architectural rendering, is that the right thing to say? But anyway, I thought this was really cool. Whoever came up with this, it's absolutely beautiful. And I wanted to try to recreate it in The Sims. So to me, this is a very, like I said, dreamscape style house. I guess just because it actually looks like it came out of a dream. It's such a cool modern look. And so I really liked it and I hope you guys enjoy it as well. I actually was going to build something different today. It was also going to be a desert house, but I had this other kind of dreamscape architectural thing saved. And it was so cool and I actually started building it and then I realized that it just wasn't going to work and I didn't have the patience for it. But I wanted to go with the same kind of theme, so I decided to go with this house. And I absolutely love the colors of this house. I know right now we're building the shell, so we haven't gotten into that. But I love the kind of the color block look of this house and how it stands out and everything. The one thing that I do not like, and I tried to cover it up as best I could, but that's also one of the reasons I stopped building the other house that I was working on, is the way that you can tell where the wall ends and the stair starts. I feel like there is so many architectural pictures that I've seen on Pinterest with stairs that look so amazing and so cool, but they blend in flawlessly with the wall. And so that's one thing about The Sims that drives me crazy, is that when you actually add stairs to a wall like that and you don't have anything else there, you can very much tell exactly where the stair starts and the wall ends. And that just kind of bugs me a little bit when I'm doing modern builds. But I tried to cover it up with a tree, I think, in the end, but for right now you can see it. I actually thought about putting a column there as well, but the column that had the same color blue that I was using, I didn't really like the way it looked. And then later on, I also used one of the fountain decorations that came with Spa Day. I used that and I was going to try to cover it up using that with the tool mod. But it was kind of the same thing as the column. It actually was a different color blue, so it was even more noticeable. But I just feel like either option just kind of made you look at that area more than you would have without it. So I decided just to leave it. And like I said, I'm going to use a little tree to try to cover it up. But this is basically the shell of the house. We still have a little bit of work to do because the main part of this build is actually the architecture of it. The inside decorations is very, very minimal. It's very, very small part of this build in this video. So as you can see, the shell is pretty much done and this house is pretty much floating. I didn't even bother trying to put columns or anything underneath it because I just didn't feel like it needed it. I feel like with the dreamscape style, it just really doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if it looks like it's possible or if it looks like it's realistic, because that's kind of the point, is for it to not be realistic. And I really like this style, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. But there was so many times that I looked at this house and thought about just deleting it. Even up until the very end, I think I was not even sure if I was gonna finish it or what. There were several times that I just thought I'm gonna delete it completely. And I have no idea why, unless it's just because it is just such a different build from what I would usually do. But I do really want to start building in this style more, so let me know what you guys think of this house. I really wanted to create that wall that was in the original photo that had the kind of circle cut out of it, and then there was another tiny little circle that was inside of it. I wanted to recreate that, and I actually had a plan going into this, but I'm kind of glad it didn't work out. But there is an object that comes with one of the career rewards. I think it's a base game career. I'm not sure which one it is, and I don't even know what it's called, so this is probably going to be a really weird, confusing explanation. But this object has that circle in the top of it. It's it's in the decorative part of the menu, but it's this weird statue-like thing, and it's got a circle in the top of it. And I wanted to use that object and use the tool mod to kind of rotate it, and then I would be able to use that as this back wall. But when I went to go grab it out of the menu, I realized that it only comes in one color. There's no other color option, and that color was black, which did not match any other part of this house. So I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to change colors or anything. I really liked the blue color that you can see on the stairs. I really liked that color and I didn't want to change it, and I wanted that back wall to have the same color. So I decided not to use that object, even though I think it would have been perfect. But I ended up not going with a circle. As you guys can see, I just went on and made a square in the wall, kind of a square shape. And then I used one of the fountains from Spa Day, the circular fountains, and I put that in the middle of it. And instead of just putting it on the ground, since this is like a dreamscape style house, I decided just to go on it and let it be floating. So I didn't try to connect it or anything like that. I just thought it was cool. It looked cool, so I decided just to leave it like that. But it definitely would have been cooler if it had been a circle. And now that I'm talking, I'm just now realizing that I probably could have done that with the roof tool. I probably could have made a little circle around that area, but I didn't think about that until right now, so that's okay. Maybe next time. But yeah, we're on to the exterior decorations now, which is basically just some very, very small amount of landscaping. It's very simple, it's very minimal. I didn't want anything to overshadow the house really, and I was trying to do this build quickly as well, which you can probably tell, but I did add a few rocks and trees and stuff that you can see in the surrounding area to kind of make it blend in with everything else. And then I added these base game trees as well, and I don't really know what to call them, but they have the little circular little branches. I have no idea what they're called, but I thought they went in really well with the dreamscape kind of quality, and they kind of continued that circular theme, which I didn't finish all the way. But anyway, we are onto the interior of the house now. And so for the interior of the house, this is kind of weird, but it's not actually enclosed because of those big windows that I added. Those windows are actually that glass floor tile from Island Living that I'm talking about all the time. And so they're not actually windows, and so to use those I actually have to delete the walls. So this house isn't actually enclosed, so if you had seasons, the weather would probably affect your Sims in this house because it's not actually a house. But I really like the look of windows like this, so I decided just to go with it. I don't think I'm going to upload this to the gallery. I said that with the last build I did, but it's pretty much the same with this one. I just feel like it's really impractical and it's not a great livable house. But I still wanted to decorate the interior anyway, so that's what we're doing. We went with a blue theme. I wanted to keep the blue color going since everything else was white in here, like the flooring and the wallpaper was white, so I decided just to go with the blue accent color for everything else. And I did add a bathroom to this build, but there is no kitchen. I decided as far as the kitchen was concerned just to put an outdoor grill and an outdoor dining table, because like I said, at this point I still wasn't even sure if I wasn't going to delete this completely, and I was pretty sure that if I did finish it, I'm not going to upload it to the gallery because it's just kind of a quirky house. But I did include a bathroom because even though your Sims can survive off of grilled food, I feel like they need a bathroom. I thought about just doing an outdoor bathroom, but I didn't know where it would fit into the outdoor area of this house. So I did enclose this little bathroom, but it's really simple. There's nothing really special about it. In fact, it's so small, it's not even really decorated that much. There's really just not a lot to it. But I did have this little bathroom. I'm going to place the sink outside of the room because I couldn't figure out how to make it fit inside the room without everything just being kind of shoved in there. But yeah, this is a really, really simple house as far as the interior goes, and then the exterior just kind of got wild. But I do really want to start building more the dreamscape style building. And like I said, I just felt like this artwork, I guess is what I'll call it, because that's what it is to me. It's such a beautiful design, and I thought it would look really cool in The Sims. It might have looked better as a beach house, probably, but my next build should be another beach house in Sulani, and it's going to be a kind of weird one as well. Hopefully, at least, if I'm able to build it, because it is kind of different. But yeah, that one's going to be a beach house, so I wanted to do something different in between the two beach houses because my last one was as well. But that is it for this house and this video. If you guys are still watching, thank you so much for watching, because I feel like I've been all over the place today in this voiceover. But thank you so much for watching, and hopefully we will talk again soon with another video and another speed build. But until then, thank you once again for watching, and I hope you guys are having an amazing day.